Once again, it's on. What's the deal? This is Sports Brothers coming to you from Hard Rock Stadium, and the game is final. The Miami Dolphins defeat the Oakland Raiders 28-20 in a game that I would say that I predicted that in the fourth quarter, the Raiders would basically wilt to the Heat. No pun intended with the Miami Heat media day starting tomorrow. Right. But we have the number one Oakland Raiders fan here, Jeff Fox, who is highly disappointed. How you doing, brother?
Hurt for the Raiders, man. But that's what happens when you give up your best pass rusher in Khalil Mack. Ryan Tannehill was flawless today. You know, he was 17 out of 23, 289 yards, a 155.3 passer rating. He's 10-1 in his last 11 starts.
Right.
Dolphin fans, stop complaining about Tannehill. He has improved tremendously, especially with the deep ball. Right. The pass to Kenny Stills.
Great, yes.
Beautiful toss. As a matter of fact, all of the Dolphin skill players had a phenomenal day. We're talking about Wilson, 2 catches, 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Grant, 2 for 70. And 2 touchdowns, and of course, still 3 for 61, and that 1 touchdown that I mentioned, Lorenzo. I mean, it was big plays. It was an explosion of big plays.
All in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter. Right. Where the Oakland Raiders are known to wilt. Right. I'm questioning John Gruden's building this football team because they're sticking to the script of the first 3 Raider games. They lead at the half. They lead going into the fourth, and they wilt down the stretch.
Well, there's one thing I said in the pregame that I felt that, you know, the Oakland Raiders were at a disadvantage. It's a September game. It's hot here on the field. I think the index was definitely over 100 degrees. They're a West Coast team. They're traveling across country for a 1 o'clock game. Their bodies are telling them that it's 10 a.m., and I basically predicted third and fourth quarter they were going to succumb to the Heat. And, you know, I know you don't want to use this for an excuse, and I'm surprised you have not. You've given the Dolphins a lot of credit, but I think that had a little bit to do with that.
The Dolphins deserve a lot of credit. They hung in there. They could have hung their heads, especially the great hot start that the Raiders got. Jordy Nelson of a couple of years ago would have had 2 touchdowns, right. But he got caught on both plays over 60 yards to start the game, and then the Raiders went for it on 4th and 1,
right.
And they probably should have kicked the field goal in that instance because I always believe, even when I play Madden, I think you go for the field goal. You want to put points on the board.
But I think John Gruden was trying to go for the juggler and get so far ahead of the Dolphins, go up 2 scores, and make them have to play catch-up.
Yeah, and it backfired on him because if you look at strategy down the stretch, had they been down 1 point, right, he would have been in field goal position already. So, you know, of course, you know, we're playing Monday morning quarterback here, but give credit to the Miami Dolphins, man. I mean, that offense, they scored quickly. This looks like the Dan Marino offense, and I'm not kidding. Explosive plays, 2-minute touchdowns.